Business leaders in Michigan are rolling out a creative way to raise money for the first major renovation of community house in Rosedale since the 1960s.
And joining us this morning to talk all about it and some of the improvements planned for the area and how you can help out as well is Stacy Esbrook from the Michigan Economic and Development Corporation. Good morning, Stacy.
Good morning.
So first and foremost, tell us about the, I believe it, I have to look down at my sheet note, Public Spaces Community Places. That's a little bit of a tongue twister.
Yes.
And what it is.
So it is a crowdfunding initiative through the Michigan Economic Development Corporation, the Michigan Municipal League, in partnership with Patronicity, which is a crowdfunding startup company out of Detroit, Michigan.
Okay.
So what's the goal of this? Where if they raise the money, how much are they looking to raise and what are they going to do with it?
So for the particular project that we're talking about today, the North Rosedale Community Park community house project, their goal is to raise $20,000. As of this morning, they're already about just over halfway there, $12,855 I think they raised as of this morning. If they raise $20,000, we will match that with our $20,000. Their overall project budget is $750,000.
Wow.
So our crowdfunding campaign is just a piece of that. And the overall goal of this funding initiative is to, as the name suggests, activate public spaces. And so this is going to expand the community house and what they're already able to do.
So now, exactly, just elaborate a little bit more on why these improvements are needed, why it's so important, and what changes will be made.
Well, as you mentioned earlier, it's a pretty old house. I think there hasn't been any renovations since it was built, at least since the 1960s. So they do require some upgrades to their electrical system. The project is going to add an addition to the front, so there's going to be a new lobby, but also they're adding a new handicap accessible entrance as well as handicap accessible bathrooms.
Oh, that's great.
As well as just some structural repairs to the overall facility.
How many people use that? How busy is it?
I believe it's a very active community house. I don't know the specific numbers on, but they do host baby showers. One gentleman mentions that he had his Boy Scouts there, and then he was married there. So it's definitely something that is part of the overall community in the neighborhood for long term.
And now, what other projects do you guys have planned?
We have two projects that we have already met their funding goals. So it was another Detroit project. It was a green alleyway in Midtown Detroit, as well as a skate park in Marquette. We have another one in Lansing, which is an art center for kids. It's a very cute video if you go online to check that one out. And then there's also one on the west side of the state for at the end of, it's a pavilion at the end of a trail system.
Okay.
Now, how long can people contribute? When do you expect this crowdfunding to be done? And how long before we start to see some improvements there at the community house?
Their goal is to get started with construction this fall, so sometime at the end of October. The crowdfunding initiative goes until November 1st. Like I said, they're already halfway there, so hopefully the next couple of weeks they'll reach the second half of their goal. The other campaigns that we have going on right now just have a couple days left, so if you guys are interested in those, check those out and contribute to those. But this funding initiative goes through the end of the year, so whatever remaining funds we have left, we have to spend through the end of the year.
And so if I'd like to contribute, I should go to patronicity.com/Pure Michigan. That's where folks can contribute?
That's correct, and they can look at all of the different funding initiatives we have on the website.
All right. Well, sounds great. Anything else you'd like to add just to encourage everybody to help donate?
Well, I think it's just the important thing to remember is that this is a crowdfunding initiative, so if this is your opportunity to invest in your community and your projects.
All right. Well, thank you very much. Appreciate you getting up and coming out and joining us
My
this
pleasure.
morning. And as you said, if you want to get out there and contribute, well, there you go.
Yeah, it's a tongue twister. Public spaces, community places.
Got it. Say that 10 times fast.
I tried it once and it didn't work out so well.